Hey friends, welcome back. I am trying to muster up the energy to go do some organizing around my house. I have a fair amount of oddball spaces that have just kind of gotten neglected, a little abused, if you will. Things have gotten piled up in certain sections, and I just need a little more organization in certain parts of my house. They always are the catch-all. I just throw everything in to these spots, and then eventually I get to them. But today is the eventually day. So I need to go hype myself up to get this stuff done, even though I don't want to. So I'm going to do that by grabbing some coffee and grabbing my camera and taking you guys along. So let's go do this. All right, obviously I am not in the mood to do this. I have to get my act together. This is me pumping myself up to do it. I don't know what it is about needing a high ponytail or a high bun to do anything, but I need it off my neck. I need it out of my face, and that's always the first step. And then, like I had mentioned earlier, it is coffee time. Clearly, I look like a hot mess right there, but that's okay. It is coffee time next. I have been really into that Stoke coffee. I'm pretty sure I bring it up to the camera so you can see the specific one that I have been getting, but I am trying really hard to amp myself up. So if you are having a hard time getting something done today, maybe get yourself a fancy little beverage or a little treat once it's done to get yourself to do it. Little rewards. There's nothing wrong with little rewards. We give kiddos stickers when they do what they need to do. We can give ourselves our own version of a sticker every now and again. I know I had touched on needing to organize a lot of small spaces in my house, and unfortunately in this video I didn't even get to all of them. I gave up when I got to my front closet. I just couldn't anymore. I just could not. But you know, there's always tomorrow. But it looks like I dove right into my refrigerator. As you can see, it's a hot mess in there. It's a real big hot mess in there. Oh boy. So I need to go through it, make sure, the wall of condiments are still good. I like to check those every time I clean out the refrigerator to ensure. I took out everything I needed to process and put it up on the counter here. And that was kind of a halfway shot of the refrigerator. Here is the end of the refrigerator, how it all shaked out. I processed all of that produce so that it would all get eaten. That was the meal prep stuff on the bottom. It's all pretty much just grab and go. It's organized and cleaned. There's nothing expired in there right now, which is always a great feeling. And I figured while I was doing the refrigerator, I might as well tackle this beast as well. This did not take me very long. Everything in here I knew was good. This is the freezer that we are in all the time. We rotate through this stuff very quickly. This is our working freezer. So I was just kind of organizing it, putting like items with like items, veggies with veggies, quick frozen meals with frozen meals, having a spot for our ice trays instead of balancing them on top of stuff, bread items with bread items, and then like the quick meat stuff, so like chicken nuggets for Amelia or meatballs, kind of those quick prepared things, all in one area as well. Like I said, this didn't take me very long, but it needed to be accomplished, and it looks a lot better. Oh, here I am making sure you subscribe. If you haven't done that, make sure you do. Subscribe, give me a big old thumbs up so I know you guys like this content. Oh, and if you're not new here, you know my pantry is such a struggle. I can't win with this pantry. I can't. I just throw everything in here and hope for the best, and then I overbuy, and then I have to do freezer pantry challenges because it's never organized and I can't find anything. The only thing that has been the same since we moved into this house is that very top shelf is baking stuff, and that's kind of a catch-all phrase. So I have like cake mixes, I have flour, I have sugar, I have oatmeal, I have like all the normal baking stuff, but I also have like candles, and I have oatmeal, and I have brown sugar, and I have honey. Just kind of like the oddball stuff that I don't really know what to do with, so I stick it in there. This is me taking everything out of the boxes. I had just gone to BJ's, which I believe is going to be the next video, so if you like grocery hauls, stay tuned. I was restocking everything, trying to get stuff to fit a little bit better in here, scooping out the coffee into our little container because that huge coffee container is just not sitting out on my counter all the time. I was putting the granola bars where they belong. I was trying to get our overstock to be all on the bottom shelf. That has been the same since we moved in. The bottom shelf is all overstock stuff, and the top shelf is all baking stuff, whatever that means, whatever we have in there. I really wanted that bottle of wine to fit down on that bottom shelf, but it didn't, and it made me super mad. I was thinking about giving up at one point with this pantry. Oh, I did give up, and I even filmed it. Look at this giving up. I was getting mad. I didn't want to do it anymore, so I walked away for a little bit. I took a break. That shelf was really bothering me, as you can tell with the big thumbs down. But everything else kind of was better. It was good enough, and if I was in a better mood, I would have just left it alone. But we got all those boxes out. I went back and I made that shelf a little bit better. It's not fantastic, but it's a little bit better. And that was really the whole goal of today, was just to have some small improvements everywhere in the house so that it was a little bit more organized. I live in a very old house. This house was built in like 1806 or something ridiculous like that. They didn't have a lot of closets back then because they didn't have a lot of stuff back then. And maybe I should take a page out of their book and become a minimalist. I probably won't, but I probably should. I have all this stuff and I don't know what to do with it all. So I got a shelving unit that I'm using as a hall closet because I don't have a hall closet. I have 3 closets in this house, and one of them is so tiny, unbelievably tiny. I don't even want to call it a closet because it's like maybe a foot wide. And it's shelf. There's no hanging stuff, and it's not even a foot deep. So I can't hang anything in it. It's just kind of a divot. Anyway, I digress. So I got the shelving unit, and it's always full of everything. Everything. So I was trying to take some stuff off of it and put it into the changing table. That little drawer in that opening is where I keep like diapers and wipes and overstock. So I was restocking that to get it off of my hall closet. I was restocking the laundry pods. I've already used enough of the laundry pods that it's flat in that bucket. Here is the after shot. I was pretty impressed that I was able to get it as organized as it was. That bag, that trash bag of stuff, is stuff that's too small for the kids that I'm not keeping. So I always have a running donation bag, and that is it. Then, of course, diapers, and that's like my hall closet. The very top is just kind of the hot messness. I cleaned off the diaper changing station, wiped it all down. That's a box of stuff that I am mailing to my sister-in-law. She is having a baby. And then the 2 boxes back there are more trash boxes. And if you stayed all the way to the end, I appreciate that very much, because my attachment for my microphone is MIA, missing in action. Don't know where it is. I don't know where the cord box is. So I just had to do it old school. So I'm hoping that you could hear and understand everything that I said. I edited it the best I could so the volume was a little louder than I actually was talking. So I'm hoping it was clear and you guys could hear. And if you made it this far, I'm sure it was. And if you didn't, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. But thank you for being my friend, and thank you for hanging out with me today. And I will have a normal voice talking to the camera, talking to you in live action in my next video. Bye, guys. you.